Okay, today I'm going to talk about how to play outside the chord changes. Now, watch until the end, and I will give you some good exercises and ideas and tell you why it's good to play outside the chord changes. So I'm going to start from the easiest, simplest, and go more complex and harder. So I'll give you some exercises and uh, if you want to learn more about how to improvise, if you're just starting or if you're more advanced, please subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. I've got a whole bunch of videos out there on how to improvise and how to get ideas. Ideas are the key, not just what notes to play, not the theory. There's millions of videos on theory out there. That's not so difficult. The hard part is coming up with ideas, being creative. And playing outside can help you be more creative. But so, what is playing outside? Okay, very simple. It's not playing outside in the street. It's playing notes that don't normally fit into the chord changes of the song. Okay, now this has been used for a long time. One of the main influence of jazz is the blues. The blues progression, the blue notes are actually notes outside of the normal chord changes. The flat 3, the flat 5, and the flat 7 are not normally in the key. For example, in B flat, the D flat, that's playing outside. And playing, that's playing outside. And what's the other note? The F flat, which is or E. That's the most simplest, and the first thing you should learn is the blues. First thing to learn the blues, and you don't have to just play the blues notes and blues songs. You can put them anywhere in any key in any standard, like all the things you are. You put them in. You put blue notes in anywhere. It's playing form of playing outside. Another way to play outside is just playing a single note outside, learning a chromatic note. Anyway, you're playing a note that's not in the inside. Because in jazz, there are no wrong notes, as Miles said. And once in college, we had a clinician come to our school from North Texas State University. His name was Rich Madison. Rest in peace, Rich. Brilliant musician. Plays trombone, but he plays mostly euphonium and tuba. And he gave a concert with one of our jazz bands. And in the middle of the concert, he opened it up for questions because most of the audience was music majors, of course. And he said, okay, I'm going to show you that there are no wrong notes in jazz. Okay, I'm going to play B flat blues. Someone out there gave me a note. Give me a note that's not in the key. And someone said B. Okay, and then he commenced to play, and he played a B, and it fit right in. Huh? How do you do that? How? It's how you play the note, not the note. It's how you play it. Here's a B flat blues. I'll show you. I'll play a little lick and play a B in there. You know how that fit in? Simple. Now, another way is playing whole phrases outside. And there was an interview, someone did an interview with Chick Corea, and they asked him, what's the best way to play outside? He said, don't worry about it. Just play a melody, not in the key. That's all you have to do. Make sure it's melodic, not just a bunch of notes and garbage. Okay? So, how do you do that? A very simple way is just to go either a half step up or down from the key center. If you're in 2-5-1, you play in, for example, 2-5-1 in C, you go up a half step, it's the D flat, you start playing in D flat, or a half step down, you start playing in B. Simple, very simple. One of the other really common, everyone always talks about, is the tritone outside. That's 3 whole steps. In other words, if you're in C, D is 1 step, D to E is 2 steps, E to F sharp is the tritone. C, F sharp. Or if you're in B flat, it's like a blue note away from the from the key. Okay, that's another one. It's tritone. Now, another way to play outside is to go up or down this half step, and you play in a sequence, a melodic sequence, a little bit simpler than just playing something totally off the cuff. Play a sequential notes like. You can hear when it goes inside and when it goes outside. I'm playing chromatically up sequential chromatic. I have another video I talk about sequences. And you know, you can even sequential up to the tritone away. Another way. Now, I'm a big Don Ellis fan. Don Ellis, of course, liked to play outside, but he did it another method, which was he learned from an Indian musician, which is play microtonal, quarter tones. He would go, for example, he's playing the good microtonal, or even a sequence. You can hear that quarter tone sounds out. But now I'm going to talk about tips how to play outside. Of course, you have to make sure your phrase is clearly defined. Not just a bunch of notes, clearly defined licks, phrases, melodies have to be clearly defined outside the key. You can't just play random notes. Tip 2, never start a solo playing outside. You only, the people in audience go, what? That's terrible. Never start a phrase playing outside. Your going outside should be inside the phrase. And when you're playing outside, you need to resolve it. You need to keep the phrase going and then go back into the key. You just don't play outside and then stop. You have to resolve what you're playing. It's a form of tension. Now, how do you practice this? Well, first you need to start simply. Always remember then singing and then playing. And sing. Try and sing outside. It's not so easy to do. I'll try that a little bit. Show you a little bit how to do this. Put on some B-flat blues. There we go. First I'll sing. Blue notes. Now how about some chromatic? Yo, play it. You know how to resolve that? Something a little more complicated. Went to the tritone substitute. Okay. If I don't stop now, I won't stop. I love to improvise. So, in conclusion, why should you play outside? Because it creates tension in your solo. And you want tension. You want to build tension. You want to build your solo more and more and more tension. It creates interest. It keeps people listening. You want people to listen and not fall asleep. You want people to wake. Wow, what was that? What did he just play? That's what you want. Now, there's a secret on where to build tension. And you're going to have to wait because I'm going to do another video on where you should put your tension in, where you should build your solo, how to build a solo. So, like and subscribe if you want to hear more. Ciao.